Hello friends, my name's Emile. Now, looking at the past for auto manufacturers is nothing new, with many cars taking cues and ideas from the past in order to blend it with the new and create new models. Jaguar has recently taken a look at the past for their newest limited run toy. Meet the Jaguar F-Type Project 7. Taking its cues from the legendary Le Mans racer, the Jaguar D-Type, the Project 7 looks to the past with old features such as the aero haunch, while adding more modern improvements such as a host of carbon fibre trim pieces, new splitters, and of course that fixed rear spoiler. Surprisingly, despite these new additions, the Project 7 is actually lighter than both the convertible and hardtop thanks to the removal of the electric roof. All of these styling features create this mash of old and new. Overall, I really like the look of the Project 7. The F-Type is an already amazing looking car, and I personally really like the graphics and boot spoiler. However, the aero haunch isn't really my thing. Still, overall, it's a great looking car, but I think based on looks, I'd probably go for the standard F-Type coupe. Inside, and the Project 7 is very similar to the standard F-Type. Everything is well organised and modern, with few buttons and a nice touchscreen display. It's a nice place to be. However, it's all on the bulky side, and that low sloping windscreen may make you think that visibility could be an issue. However, the seating position is more raised when on the track, meaning visibility is much better than in the standard F-Type coupe, although it still isn't particularly great. Don't go thinking this is just a visual touch-up, however. The Project 7, as well as being 67 pounds lighter than the aforementioned F-Type coupe R, is also more powerful, with its engine coming from the new SVR edition of the F-Type, meaning 17 more horsepower than the standard car and 14 more torque. This puts the 5-litre supercharged V8 up to 567 horsepower and 516 pounds-feet of torque. It's not just the engine too. Underneath there's a completely revised suspension and reprogrammed steering. This, along with those aerodynamic knacks, proves that this really isn't just some lip service dealer special edition designed to shift more F-types. This is an actual genuine standalone model. But what is it actually like to drive? Well, statistically, it's actually a bit disappointing. Despite being lighter and more powerful than the standard R, it is 0.2 seconds slower to 60 than the R Coupe, and 10 miles per hour slower on the top speed front. Still, a 0 to 60 of 3.8 seconds and a top speed of 192 miles per hour isn't exactly shabby. On launch though, I actually found the Project 7 more controllable, and ultimately quicker off the line than the R, which was certainly surprising, and shows us that you shouldn't simply just stare at a stat sheet when picking a car. The launch is good, and the P7 boasts great acceleration up to around 130 miles per hour, where the P7 starts slowing down and ultimately will be passed by the R. However, once we hit some corners you'll catch right back up, especially in the braking zones where you'll find the Project 7 has very good brakes, superior to those on the standard car. Through the corners you'll find it to be great and fun to drive. Push it a little bit too hard and you'll find some mild oversteer, but it is easy to control, making this a surprisingly easy car to drive. Finally, the Project 7 in-game is equipped with an 8-speed gearbox with well set up gear ratios. It is very snappy on changes, and while you'll never use those final few gears under normal track driving, the first 5 gears are set up very well, only adding to the ease and enjoyability of driving this car. Overall, the Project 7 is a great car to drive. It combines the fun of the normal car with the grip and handling of some of the more track-focused rivals. So, the Project 7 is a great car to drive, and it's good to look at. But what about price? Well, it costs 150,000 credits, which is 40,000 more than the standard F-Type coupe. Is it worth the jump from the standard car? Well, I'm actually not too sure. I adore the coupe, it's one of my all-time favourite cars, but the Project 7 is definitely better to drive. Still, at that money you could buy the McLaren or Porsche we featured last time, or go for the exceptional Dodge Viper ACR or Corvette C7, and you'll save yourself 40 to 50,000 credits. If you're looking for an ultra bargain, try the Shelby GT350R at just 55,000 credits, and it will run tracks a lot quicker than both the F-Type coupe and the Project 7. Still, none of those cars match the F-Type's character, and is character something you can really put a price on? I'll leave you to decide. Tell me in the comments which one you prefer out of the Coupe and the Project 7, and what would you buy for 150,000 credits. Anyways, that is it for this review. I do hope you've enjoyed. As always, tell me down below in the comment section if there's any particular car you'd like to see me do a review of, and I'll definitely take a look at it. As always friends, thank you all very much for watching. My name's been the Real Emile, and until next time, a farewell.